Hello, and welcome to Student-Led Authentic Media. After a long week of political conventions, the parties are diving into the next step of the election. This week, all of the political parties have started their campaign trails, visiting states to gain voters, as well as developing their slogans and posters. Now, tune in for the exclusive interviews with the vice presidential candidates.
Addressing citizens that have these concerns that are living very close to the power plants, just to tell them that electricity and fossil fuels and all of that we use is not being 100% put back, but on the fact of nuclear energy, 100% of what we put in is being used, so it's actually more beneficial, and understandably just the fear of the risk of being too close to that, but just to say that it would help society a lot more.
The nuclear party can make sure this comes, and we can make sure a nuclear future arrives.
So we feel that the rich need to be taxed more. That's the whole point of our party. It's all about equity and redistributing the wealth and sharing the wealth. So no one person should have so much wealth and be doing nothing with it. They should be giving back to the community. So more taxes on the rich would be able to implement healthcare for all and higher minimum wage and things like that.
Well, as all of us, we are going to be working together, pushing together, that we could all succeed. I understand where you guys are coming from, so you guys could trust me.
Elijah, an issue that your party speaks strongly about is legalizing all recreational drugs. During a climate in which many drugs are abused, what drugs would you classify as recreational, and how do you plan on reducing drug addiction through legalizing these recreational drugs?
We want to legalize marijuana. That is our strongest recreational drug that we want to, legalize. We also want to add restrictions and change the opioid epidemic. We think that monitoring instead of locking people up is a better way, because filling up jails costs money.
And what I realize in that is there's a lot of inequity, not only with being able to reach college, but with jobs after that. And so a lot of our campaign will be focused on that and bringing up the minimum wage and helping people have better access to not only college, but jobs.
A very unique plan that your party has is nonviolent communication with other countries. And when you talk about creating peaceful allies with the U.S., are there certain countries you are prioritizing this peaceful communication with, and why or why not?
You probably would want to prioritize allies that we've already made, at least either in the past or you're presently allied with, like the UN. But I mean, it doesn't really matter who we make allies with, as long as we're not against each other.
We have to make sure that not only our country but our planet is in a good hands as we pass it down to the next generations.
After your political convention, your party was announced as a more conservative libertarian party, but you still have certain planks that resonate more with liberal ideas. So our question for you was, how will you gain the conservative vote while still bringing the ideas that you're passionate about?
Like we said in the convention, we want to focus on small businesses and being like activists for these small businesses and just standing up for them in these big cities, and just continuing to provide support for these other small businesses.